Check it out, we're zooming into the setting now. This story unfolds in the Liamel Empire, a hardcore military nation on the Elfin continent, and we're starting in some random no-name village. It's a small place, but trust me, big things are about to go down here. What kind of chaos is brewing in this quiet spot? Man, can you imagine the shock? Back then, our guy straight up refused to accept this new reality of being stuck in a baby's body for half a year. But eventually, he had to give in, and now he's just chilling, waiting for mom to eat dinner. What's it like living with memories of another life in this tiny body? Let's find out. Okay, here's where it gets juicy. Our boy's been hiding a huge secret from his parents. He's transmigrated, and get this, he can see a legit status screen like in a game. While he's playing the good kid, going back to sleep, there's so much more going on in his head. What kind of powers does this screen reveal? Let's check it out. Yo, this ain't no ordinary game setup. Unlike the game he remembers, stats like attack, magic power, and physical strength aren't just numbers here. They feel way more real, and he can't even see them. But hold up, he's got a skill called Demon Sword Summoning that he's never even heard of before. What kind of crazy ability is this? Let's dig into it. Alright, let's break this down. There are unique skills in this world that only a few can use. And guess what? Demon Sword Summoning is one of those rare abilities, and right now our boy can only summon a tiny demon sword of wood. It's small, but you know this is just the start of something huge. How's he gonna level this up? Let's see. Yo, this skill is wild! If he's got it right, the demon sword of wood ties to a natural skill that lets him grow plants and use them as a small magic attack in battle. The more he summons and uses this sword, the higher his proficiency gets, unlocking new abilities and even different types like a demon sword of metal at level 2. But there's a catch, he's got to be careful not to mess this up. What happens if he pushes too hard? Man, this power comes with a price. Every time Len summons the demon sword, it drains his magic power, and if he runs out, he's hit with a brutal headache. Talk about a worst-case scenario. He knows he's got to practice every single day to grow stronger and avoid that pain, unlike the easy level-ups in the game he remembers. Suddenly, someone's calling out, "Len, you up yet?" What's interrupting him now? Alright, Len's got a game plan. Since he's got this power, he knows this world is tied to the game he remembers, and there's a dark future he's got to avoid at all costs. Even if the worst happens, he's determined to protect himself by training his magic power starting right now, learning more about this strange place. What kind of dangers is he preparing for? Fast forward, and Len's now 7 years old. His dad's like, "Welcome back, kid. Time to start practicing swordsmanship. Grab a dummy sword from the storeroom." Len's pumped, saying okay, but then his dad just goes, "Come at me with all you've got." Turns out, this rough teaching style is straight from how his dad learned too. How's Len gonna handle this intense first lesson? Yo, Len's pulling a sneaky move. He's secretly using the demon sword of the wood element during training, and he's like, "I'm starting to understand this." You can feel him piecing things together. What's clicking for him right now? Len's dad is hyping him up, shouting, "Nice move. Keep going until you can't move your body anymore." Len's panting, barely getting out a "why yes." But he's thinking, I couldn't even last 30 minutes in this 7-year-old body during my first session. Still, he's shocked at the surprising physical strength he's got for his age. Can he keep pushing through the exhaustion? Len's dad is impressed, saying, "You did well for a first-timer. I'll come pick you up later once you've gathered enough energy." Len, still catching his breath, agrees with an "alright." But inside, he's hyped. His proficiency with the demon sword of wood just rose because he used it. How much stronger is he getting with each swing? Okay, here's a new piece of the puzzle. Len's got this thing called a demon stone, an item from monsters that can boost his proficiency with the demon sword, but the one he got from his dad, No reaction at all. It won't work unless he hunts the monster himself. Looks like he's got to take this seriously and get out there to earn his power-ups. What kind of monsters is he going to face? And just like that, another month flies by. Len's still at it, training hard, panting with every swing. You can hear someone calling out, "Hey," as he keeps pushing. What's changed in this time? Len's dad is giving some tough love, saying, "Compared to the past, the way you move has improved, but you lose balance too easily. Focus, more strength at your waist." Len's grunting and stumbling with an R and a wah as he takes the critique. He's getting better, but there's still work to do. How's he going to fix this? Len's dad checks in. "Are you okay, Len? Today's training ends here. Don't push yourself too much every day or you'll just end up hurting yourself." Len, panting hard, manages a "thank you very much," while his dad adds, "Get some rest before dinner." He's done great, but you can tell he's beat. What's next after this tough session? Len's part of the Ashton family, and he's hyped, thinking, "I just need a few more days before I can finally level up the demon sword summoning technique." But looking at it, even after pushing past his limits daily, his proficiency only rose by 2 points, and he's like, "Gosh, it took so long," but as a gamer, it doesn't feel as bad. You can feel his grind mindset kicking in. How close is he to that next level? Things are getting interesting lately. Someone notices Len's got another blister. Even though you have such beautiful hands, perhaps the training was a bit too harsh. Len brushes it off with a "no, this much is fine." But they're thinking he's like a sports maniac, obsessed with learning more about swordsmanship. What's driving him to push so hard? We're getting some family backstory now. Someone's saying, "I know the Ashton family are knights who protect the village, and your love for swords is truly wonderful. But does your mother hate swords?" She replies, "Rather than hate, it's more of fear. Even as a child, swords were all he thought about. A courageous warrior who fears not even monsters and has saved me numerous times." But there's a banging in the air. What's she really worried about? Len's mom is opening up with some heavy fears, saying, "What if this same bravery turns out to be a curse, and one day becomes the very reason he's badly hurt? Just the idea frightens me." But she adds, "Of course, I have utmost respect for him. The monsters he's brought us a fair amount of income shared with the villagers." Her worry and pride are clashing hard. What's going to happen to this family? Len's dad reassures her, "Moo, don't worry. After all, I'm strong. I won't fall to the monsters here, and I'm making sure to be less careless than in the past." He adds, "My family's happiness is more to me than anything else," as she softly says, "Dear, you can feel the love and tension in this moment. Will his strength be enough to keep that promise?" Len's reflecting deep now, thinking, "Family. In my previous life, my parents forced things on me, and I lost my mom early." You can sense the weight of his past hitting him hard. How's this new family going to change his path? Len's past gets even heavier as he remembers. As the years went by, the number of conversations we had dwindled, and by the time I was an adult, my mother no longer returned home. But he's thankful for the fact that back then, she let some things go and allowed him to attend university. The pain of that distance is real. How's this going to shape his new life? Back to the present, Len's panting hard. "Ha ha," as his dad says, "Well, we'll continue tomorrow." Len manages a tired, yes, while still catching his breath. What kind of grind is waiting for him next? Len's feeling something new, thinking, "I now feel more fulfilled every day compared to the past." He's pushing himself, muttering, "Just 10 more times." You can feel his determination burning. How far is he going to take this? Len's struggling, grunting as someone says, "Let's stop here for today. Are you still okay?" He's panting. Ha ha, barely holding on. Is he pushing too hard, or is this just the start of his growth? Someone's worried, asking, "What's wrong, Len? Did you hurt yourself somewhere?" He's panting hard but says, "No, it's nothing. I'm starting to feel lighter." Wait, what's happening to him now? Yo, Len's shocking everyone. Someone's stunned, yelling, "Why S so fast?" as Len pushes on with a fierce one more time, and a determined yes before charging again. What kind of power boost just hit him? Len's mind is blown, thinking, this is my speed and the strength in my arms are increasing. He lets out a strained erg as he feels the power surge. Something's definitely changing in him. What's triggering this sudden growth? Everyone's freaking out now. Someone's shouting, what just happened? This kid suddenly got stronger. The shock is real as Len's power-up catches them off guard. How did he pull this off? Someone's piecing it together, muttering, could it be Len? Before exclaiming, I see, with a stunned cutting off. They're starting to figure out what's up with him. What realization just hit them? Len's getting major props now. His dad's hyped, saying, great job, Len. Who would have thought you'd be a skill bearer? Milio's shocked, going, huh, ooh, dear, while someone asks, what's wrong? What's got everyone so rattled? Someone's trying to make sense of it, saying, I don't have a skill, so I'm not entirely sure, but perhaps his skill leveled up as a result of his training. How else would he suddenly get stronger? And boom, it's confirmed Len's physical ability up. Small has been activated as expected for the next level. What kind of boost is this going to give him? Big dreams being thrown at Len now. Someone's saying, I knew it, Len, you shouldn't be tied down to this small village, go to the capital and make a name for yourself as a knight. Len's stunned, Goa, while others chime in, that's awesome, I wonder what skill it is, if we had more money, we could check it at the town's church right now. But Len's hesitant, muttering, I don't think not knowing the skill's name will kill me. What's his next move gonna be? Someone's calling Len out, saying, don't you think you're being a little too apathetic? Usually I'd expect kids to be curious about it. Len's like, no, are you being serious? I've never even heard of a rare skill named demon sword summoning. It might end up being too much of a hassle. What's making him play it so cool when everyone's hyped? Len's got his own vision. If it's possible, I wish to hunt monsters together with my family so we can raise our income and live peacefully, quietly in this village. He adds, rather than becoming a famous knight, I wish to become my father's successor here, so the village can prosper. His heart's set on staying close to home. Will his dreams hold up against what's coming? Len's resolve is rock solid as he thinks, in addition, if the worst is to happen, I can protect you, father. You can feel the weight of his promise to keep his family safe. What kind of threat is he bracing for? Len's heart is full, thinking, for the past 7 years, I've been happier than I ever was in my past life, and deep down, I know I'm no longer the me from the past. He adds, it's all thanks to the two of them as a new Len, a new person has been born. You can feel the rebirth in his soul. How's this new identity gonna shape his fight? Len's deepest wish comes out. All I want is to have the three of us live a long life together. Someone teases, geez, stop being such a brat, Len. But you can tell his family means everything to him. What obstacles stand in the way of this simple dream? Len's resolve hardens as he thinks, this is akin to my second playthrough for me. This time I will cherish every moment with my family. He's determined, and in order to prevent the future of despair, I'll fight. The stakes are clear now. What darkness is he racing to stop? Len's set on a new path, thinking, I will live a life different from the one led by Len from the game in just a few years. But there's a dark shadow as he notes, however, these dreams would end in vain. What kind of tragic fate is looming over him? And that's the end of Chapter 1, fam. Len's got a chilling future ahead, thinking, in the future, I will meet the girl that I'm not supposed to meet, the one I'm supposed to kill. Talk about a bombshell to wrap things up. Drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and stick around for Chapter 2 to see how Len faces this twisted destiny. Alright guys, we're kicking off with a straight-up rebellion. Our main dude is ready to go against the flow, fighting a future that's already written and a destiny that just ain't fair. You can feel the tension building. Something big is coming. What kind of crazy fate is he up against? Let's dive deeper. Yo, plot twist already. Our guy's just dropped a bombshell. He's transmigrated into this world as the enemy, the mastermind behind the whole story. But right now, he's got the chance to change everything, knowing the future that's coming. How's he gonna flip the script? Let's keep rolling.